everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 21 of Direwolf20's UniversIO Let's Play series. Last episode, we set up a super cool drone-based terrasteel creator, which I am still buzzing over how fun that was to build. And it is super cool, right? Like, it is just super cool. And now, what we've got to do next is probably get more automation going. I think that's 100% what we're going to want to do, right? Yeah, for sure. We want to automate, like, the furnace. We'd like to automate, you know, anything else that we'd like to automate. I mean, just there's things to do, right? So let's think about that. Let's start with getting things like refined storagey things automated, right? So from refined storage, we're going to want stuff, you know, we're going to want to add, like, this to the mix, right? So you should know how to make this, etc. So let's get that going, right? And see what kind of troubles we run into along the way. So we should know how to make all these things, right? And then you're good. Okay. This we can teach. This we can teach. This we can teach. This bit we can teach. And would now be a good time to get that crafting manager guy in there. We should definitely add this to the mix and this to the mix. And while we're at it, we should maybe consider adding this to the mix. Okay. So if I pop down here and we went like that, and you know what? I might as well just do that. Okay. So now if I wanted a crafter and I control clicked, it should have no problem kind of getting everything it needs for a crafter. Sweet. And then we can get our crafter manager added, and we can again control click, and we should be cool, right? Now we should also get another crafter. Let's control click that guy, right? And we should add our crafter here to our red matter furnace, which I'm probably going to wind up moving into the basement. Now I don't think I meant to do that, but that's okay. It's easily fixable. Okay, now this will probably be some crafters over here, and then we'll have some like other crafters here. Should I either recess these crafters into this wall, or should I have the machines kind of jutted out from the crafters? I could have the machines jutted out from the crafters. I don't think that would be a problem, right? That should be fine. Now the trick will be we need an interface to return items here, right? So an interface should also, that should be something that we like automate, right? And we should probably just have the crafter on automation too. Okay. And once we get all this up and running, it should be relatively easy to go like wireless and all the other cool stuff that we want to do, right? So if I wanted to make an interface now, I am short of an importer, right? So for that, we're going to need the importer. And the exporter. And while you're at it, you should learn how to make cables. Because I don't know if I taught you cables yet. Nope, I don't see cables in there. Now you can make an interface? Yes, except we're missing a basic processor. So let's get just like, you know, 10-ish of those. Ooh, we're missing redstone too, huh? We should really consider automating redstone and glowstone at this point too, and maybe even quartz. That might be a good thing to do in this episode, right? Over in our Britannia area there, we shouldn't have too much problem doing that. Okay. So now if I wanted 10 of you, no problem. And keeping you stocked with Eternalist fuel. I'm assuming export bus on the bottom, but meh. We'll find out. But then obviously we need interfaces too. So we'll get the interface going and see what can happen. And then we can start programming smeltables, right? Now, I don't know if you have like a auto eject kind of deal going on here, but we should probably consider how that's going to work. But the gist is, like, this could be like a line of machines. I don't know what all machines we might need. We'll figure that out. But then, like, how about over here we could have an interface that you sort of eventually get the deal with thingy. Let's see. So now might be a good time to get into LaserIO as well, right? I like that plan too. So we should do that. We should do this. Maybe what we should do is glass panes that a little bit smarter. Now let's make sure exact is off for these guys, right? Yeah, I think that's a smart kind of move. Did you have anything dumb? No, you were pretty cool. We should know how to make this. We shall eventually know how to make that, but that's going to be a to-do list for later. And then you're going to want this. We're going to want all the cards, obviously. We might as well throw in some filters, yeah. And again, with the glass panes in the wrong way. And that'll be good enough for now. We'll add the other stuff later. Maybe overclockers wouldn't hurt to add. Cool. Now, for the time being, we're going to want, you know, you need block of smoky quartz. So you should probably just know how to make quartz. Right? Yeah. Not a problem there. And then you should also know how to make gold nuggets. And soon I'll be able to do this remotely, and that'll be nice. All right, so now if I wanted like 4 of you, yeah. Oh, right, I wanted like 10 of you. That's cool. Okay. And then you should probably learn how to make glass panes. Sweet. So with that said now, I can take those 12, I can smelt them up. Because remember, the point is I want to be able to automate this stuff as, you know, quickly as I can. So with you in here now, you should be able to get me a wrench. Hooray. And that means this wrench can go away for the time being. Get me like, you know, 4-ish of these just to get started. Perfect. And get me like, you know, I guess 6 of these. You're missing redstone and lapis. Not the end of the world. We can remediate that. And then once we have this stuff up and running, we should be able to relatively easily automate things going forward. Sweet. Now let's swap that out with blue concrete. Excellent. Now, are you out of fuel? Yes, you are. Did I ever, you know what, I should be carrying around a tablet. So is that. That's actually a table, not a tablet. This one's the tablet. Then I can put the table back in the tablet. 2 more. And that'll hold me over. Cool. Boom and boom. So now you should be able to get me like 6 of these. You know what else I need is a card holder. That's going to require... Oh, actually, I guess I have one. Sweet. Okay. I don't know how that worked, but okay. I guess I had one extra doohickey, right? And then boom, on. Magnet it up. Sweet. All right, so now let's see if we can get things out of here with LaserIO. So I'm assuming I can do something like this. And I kind of want you here. So what I'll do... A little bit fast, but manageable. Cool. And then we can fill in. Okay, cool. Now on the down will be an insert. On the down will be... What just happened? Oh, you auto-extract from the... Oh, that's annoying. You pull in from adjacent inventories? Because I would like you to not do that, if you don't mind. Do you only pull in from the top, you think? It's possible. Yeah, but that's not a great... How about from the bottom? That seems like it could work, right? Now, my guess is that the bottom is the Eternalist fuel, but luckily LaserIO has a solution for that. And then on the up will be the item card. You know, I've been working on LaserIO for 1.20, and I already miss all the features that I added to it. Oh, no, actually, it pulled out... Okay, good. Sweet. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, what if I told you to keep, like, you know, 8 of these in stock? We're going to want some stack and speed upgrades in there, but we'll deal with that in a minute. So how about on the up, you can extract on orange? Now, what side do you suppose we want to insert on? Definitely not that side. How about on the up? You should be extracting 1 every second on the orange channel. How about on the north side? Oh, there we go. Hello. Haha. Haha. That works, right? And then that'll keep Eternalist fuel in the furnace at all times. That works for me. That works for me. So now if we weighed our patterns here... Okay, so you're going to want you, and you, right? That should be cool. Now, we'll want speed upgrades and whatnot, but we'll get there, right? So if I wanted, like, a stack upgrade, maybe I should add these guys. So, like, you... and you. Cool. So it should have crafted that, right? Because it said it had to craft that. Unless this needs to go on the top. That might be the case. Let's get a crafting monitor and find out, but my suspicion is that is what's up. Right? We want a crafting monitor, don't we? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume that's the case. So what if we bump this back one? Right. So instead, you're going to insert items from the top. Okay, you're going to get these dudes. Are you cooking now? You're cooking now. Sweet. And then on the up, we'll be like that, and then we'll connect you guys back up. That's right, you don't have any actual Eternalist fuel available. Now you should be cruising. In theory. Oh, right, and you need to actually be connected up. Now you should be cruising. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay, so now crafting monitor should be cool. 2 to craft. Maybe. Did you make it? Did you do the thing? Yes, but we're waiting for you to finish so that you can happen. Okay, that's why we need stack upgrades. Now we should be able to see what's crafted. Sweet. And now we can get crafting manager. Man? Looks like it's working. Processing. Hey, I think we got a working automation system here. How cool is that? Not too shabby. All right. All right. I'm feeling very nice about this. I'm feeling really pretty good about this. Okay. This is cool. So now that we've got LaserIO automated, we've got refined storage mostly automated, there's going to be some more automations to do, but like the core foundation of how we can automate a stuff in our world is coming to fruition, I would say. I think another important step might be automating the Britannia crafting of redstone and lapis and all that stuff, and more quartz. So I'd like to consider how we can potentially, at least, generate more mana, because we're doing what I would call okay, but not great, right? Like we're doing passive, like it's working, but it's not like, ooh, that's fast. No, definitely not fast at all. Maybe I'll look through my Lexica and decide what's a good. What do we got for generating flora in this pack? You know what I can. There you go. The cake. Dude, does cake have EMC? Because if cake has EMC, that would be cool. Cake does have EMC. Kekamiris is, like, really good, as I recall. And if cake has EMC, that should be good. That should be exceptional, actually. Right? Right? So let's do 2 things. 1, let's get wireless crafting going. Because we're going to want one of you, which should be easy now, by the way. Yes, wireless crafting, good. Wireless crafting grid is going to need a crafting grid, which needs a normal grid. So we're missing nether bricks. I knew that would happen eventually. Also, let's make sure that you are JEI synchronized 2-way. That's much better, right? So you're a smelting recipe, which, by the way, we need more patterns. Cool. You're going to be that, and then you're going to be a crafting grid. We'll need a normal grid. And I don't need to program normal grids, because it's rare that you have to make those things, right? So everything's coming in now. We've got our grid. This I'll just make by hand for now, but we might eventually want. And there's your crafting grid, which can become a wireless crafting grid. Neat. And I should be able to now program you wireless charging, apply. And if I'm right, that should charge. And then I think I need to do something like this. There's no wireless terminal in range. Isn't it this dude that I click on? Oh, that's right. I need, yeah, I don't get super matters where this lives because we're about to make it like infinity-ish range, but we can do that and that. Beautiful. And then I like it to be tab. So category refined, open wireless crafting grid should be tab. And then tab, we can get rid of this. And that works. Now I can just hit tab. And then you can be a bauble. And now, boom. That's cool. Now if I want the wireless, oh, and you should also JEI synchronize two-way. Dimensional, what's this thing called? RS Infinity Booster. There you go. So at least this, maybe this, we'll see. But this one needs at least one nether star, which we can get with some things if we don't feel like fighting a wither, which works for me. Let me consider that, right? So we just need titanium, which we have. Mendelvium does not have an EMC value, but nether stars do, so that's cool. But we could probably fusion this, right? With like tin plus antimony. There's probably a combination of things that I already know, right? If not, we'll make something that can EMC its way up to, you know, whatever I want. Uranium and fluorine. There you go. So we say uranium and fluorine, and we fusion them together. And then there's your Mendelvium, right? Now we need a stack of that, and it is 1-to-1. So that stack will get me the stack of Mendelvium that I need, right? Then we need disoprosium, which we can, again, zinc, we can find a way to get, right? And this one's EMCable, so we only need one. Zirconium and iron, right? So what we do is zirconium and iron. Cool. And while we're at it, lutetium, neodymium, and sodium. Okay. So I'm going to say, give me these back for a sec, along with you. You guys do a quickie merge. You guys do a quickie merge. You get back to making lots of stuff for me, and you could probably go a little bit faster. Doesn't seem to be breaking nothing. Get these guys. And lutetium, titanium. And then that's going to go into a combiner, and all four should make a nether star. And if they don't, well, not my problem. Boom, nether star. Who needs to fight a wither? Not this guy, not this direwolf. Oh, look, a stack of nether stars. And my EMC didn't even break a sweat, because that is how OP my EMC generation is already. I'm loving that. Okay. So now I can get, you know, a couple of you. And we are going to need range upgrades, which don't look terrible, but also not super easy. Not what I would call barely an inconvenience, that's for sure. I would call that slightly more difficult. We'll get those two things crafted. We're definitely going to need more ender pearls, and that can be gas tiered, or that can be silicon, mercury, and neodymium. Silicon, mercury, and neodymium. And my suspicion is that we will, in the future, be automating this kind of thing inside one of these, right? because we could lock this recipe, maybe, and then we could have refined insert these items, which can be stocked by EMC. So all this automation is going to happen eventually, okay? Now you are going to make you, but once I get some more nether scrap, which remind me is carbon and tungsten. So I didn't actually pay attention to what I just did, but that's okay. But these kind of things I would like to automate. You know what I mean? Cool. And then you can be thatted, and then thatted, and then infinity range booster. That's good enough for now, I think, because I would need to do that like 3 more times. So this will work in this dimension for now. And once we find ourselves jumping between dimensions a lot more, then I will be more interested in, you know, the cross-dimensional thing. But I think for now we're cool, right? Yes, I would say so. All right, so that all looks actually really good. Now, we were talking about a Kekamiris. Now, did we learn cake? We did learn cake. Good. So we already know cake, right? The Kekamiris is just going to need a rune of gluttony, which I might have. Oh, what happened to power? Power. Are we not producing enough power? That's possible. Yeah, your buffer's 0. What up, power? How much power are you using to, like, function? 4,000 RF a tick for that. Okay. I mean, we should be able to bump this guy up to 4,000, right? How much were you producing if we get you to 80%? What are you producing there? That's 400 RF a tick. 4,000 actually might be a little bit of a... Might be a little bit of an ask, now that we're thinking about it. Oh, there we go. Why is the cyanide ejecting over there? Change what this port is outputting. Nothing. Okay. But yeah, 800 RF a tick is not going to cut it. So maybe we want to be a little bit more cognizant of our power demands. If you're going to be 800 RF a tick, right, that's going to be a little bit high. Until we build a bigger reactor, which shouldn't be a problem, by the way. Right? A bigger reactor should not be a problem for us by any stretch. Now, why are you so... You would think that if it's probably a cooling thing. Like, I need to come up with better cooling or something. We'll see. But Kekamiris is on my to-do list. So do we have any Botania stuff in here? Not a ton, but a little bit. If we could get Kekamiris running, that would be an exceptionally good... Because cake is super annoying to make, but when it's EMCable like this, it's a very good source of mana, like super good, right? See, this range thing is going to be my downfall. All right, so I need a cosmic ingot. Yeah, I would like that infinite range thing. I think next episode we're going to amp up RF. That sound like a doable thing? Alright, so your job will be to sit here, bound to there. Okay. You've got no... I don't know why you had mana in you, but you shouldn't have really. Oh, because he had mana. He pulled it from the pool. Right. Alright, so Kekamiris. Do we have Gluttony by chance? I don't think so. Gluttony would be fire and winter. So we have a fire. I don't think we have a winter, though. Winter would be water and earth. We have those two, so that's nice. We got that going for us. Okay, and then winter is also snow, snow, wool, and cake. Wool. Really, we're out of string again? Wrong one. There we go. Did we not have any more snow? So water turns into snow. Right. I can make that happen. Cool. And what is it? A shovel will get me the whole snow block, right? Or... yeah. Cool. So, snow, snow, wool. Beautiful. Hey, give me that back. Sweet. Okay. So you two go away, and then it's just you, and two of these. Works. Right? And then we just have to make sure we have the right number of flowers for everything. And that shouldn't be a problem. Sweet. Okay. So gluttony goes in here. Along with two white, two orange, two brown, and a pixie dust. Okay? So that would be two white, two orange, two brown, and a pixie dust should be a mana pearl. Sweet. Now you're bound to you. Now if I throw down a cake here, he should find him. Not too shabby. We could definitely improve that, right? We can throw another Kekamiris down, and I think between two of them that would be cool. All right, let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. We're going to want to ramp up mana gen and RF generation. And I think we probably have some good ideas on how to make that happen. And then we'll do more stuff. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.